Hey everyone, ready to dive into something incredible.
Always. What are we looking at today?
Today, we're all about making realistic images
Oh, cool.
using AI.
I'm in.
The start of the show is this platform called Flux.one.
Okay.
Perfect if you want to make high-quality visuals fast.
Sounds promising.
Even if you've never, touched design software.
Right.
We're working with this article
Yeah.
called Flux.one AI Digital Content Creation
Cool.
by Amir Bash,
Got it.
published November 20th, 2024.
All right, so Flux point one. What makes it special?
Well, it's really bridging this gap
Oh.
between powerful AI and user-friendly design.
Yeah, that's always the trick, isn't it?
Right.
Making it work for everyone.
Exactly, for professionals and beginners.
Makes sense.
So the article describes Flux.one as being able to create all sorts of visuals.
Okay.
Hyper-realistic images, stylized artwork,
Nice.
even abstract pieces.
Wow, so not just photorealism.
You could totally get that lifelike look if you want it,
Okay.
but it's not limited to that.
I see.
And you know what really stands out to me?
What's that?
It's accessibility.
Okay, yeah.
Designed so anyone can just jump in
Right.
regardless of their, technical skill.
You don't need to be a Photoshop pro.
Nope.
I like that.
All right, so let's get into the features.
Yeah, let's break it down.
One of the coolest things is the AI image creation.
Okay.
Basically, you just describe your idea,
Uh-huh.
and Flux.one's AI brings it to life visually.
Like, you just tell it what you want.
Pretty much. Almost like having an AI art partner.
I can see that.
And for those realistic images,
Yeah.
the detail is really impressive.
Oh, wow.
It can even generate those complex textures, lighting effects.
Really?
The article mentions the images can be almost indistinguishable from photographs.
Now, that's impressive.
It's pretty wild.
Mm.
And it gets better.
Oh, there's more.
Flux.one has these preset themed styles.
The theme style.
Yeah, like starting points.
Okay.
Anything from minimalist designs
Mm.
to futuristic landscapes.
Mhm.
Or like natural scenes.
Like what?
Forests, mountains.
Oh, I see.
So you're not stuck with one specific look.
Right.
But you have this great foundation to build on.
Makes the whole process easier.
Exactly.
Mm.
And think about it. If you want realistic images,
Yeah.
starting with a style that nails that realistic lighting
Right.
and texture already,
That would be helpful.
huge time saver.
Definitely streamlines things.
Speaking of streamlining, we got to talk about efficiency.
Love efficiency.
Flux.one is all about saving you time and effort.
Okay.
You can create professional quality visuals so much faster
Then what?
than using traditional methods.
Right, right.
It's like having a whole design team working behind the scenes.
Huh. That's a good way to put it.
The article highlights how big of a deal this is,
I bet.
especially if you're on a tight deadline.
For
And
sure.
another key feature, export-ready formats.
What does that mean?
You can create images that are already optimized
Oh, okay.
for different platforms,
Yeah.
websites, social media, print.
So no more messing around with the different sizes.
Exactly.
That is super practical.
No more quality issues either.
I can see that being helpful.
Especially for marketing materials, blog posts, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So you create an image, and you know it'll look perfect.
Wherever you use it.
No more headaches.
I like it.
Flux.one handles all those technical details,
Nice.
so you can focus on being creative.
Sounds good to me.
Now, let's talk about the types of images Flux.one can actually generate.
Okay. Yeah, give me some examples.
The article gives some really cool ones.
All right.
It's clear this platform can handle a lot of different styles.
Before we get into the examples, though,
Sure.
how does it actually work?
Good question. It uses this type of AI
Yeah.
called a generative adversarial network,
Uh-huh.
GAN for short.
Okay.
Basically, it's two AIs working together.
Two AIs.
One creates images and the other critiques them.
Interesting.
So they kind of push each other
Just get better.
to get better, yeah.
So it's like a built-in art critic.
You could say that, which is probably why the results are so
That
impressive.
makes sense.
Okay, so examples.
Hit me.
Abstract art,
Oh.
nature scenes,
Mm-hmm.
futuristic designs.
Nice.
Imagine an abstract piece for your website banner
Ooh,
bursting with color,
I like it.
or a hyper-realistic image of a product prototype
That's a good idea.
for a pitch deck.
Cool.
And those photorealistic nature scenes,
Yeah.
imagine those for travel blogs
Oh, yeah.
or nature photography websites.
Makes sense.
You could even use them as background.
do your own photography.
Exactly.
That's
The
clever.
possibilities are pretty much endless.
It sounds like it.
One example that I thought was really interesting was personalized themes.
Personalized themes. What's that?
So, you could create this unique visual
Mm-hmm.
for a special occasion.
Give me an example.
an image that captures like the feeling of your wedding day
Oh, that's nice.
or a family portrait,
Yeah.
but in a specific art style.
Cool.
That's where those customization options really shine.
I bet.
You can tweak the colors,
Okay.
textures, even add specific details
Wow.
to make it truly personal.
So even though it's AI, you still have control.
Exactly. It's not just letting the AI take over.
Right.
It's about using it as a tool to bring your own ideas to life.
That makes a lot of sense.
So we've talked about what Flux Point 1 is,
Yeah.
what it can do, but what makes it stand out from other image generation tools?
Good question.
We've touched on accessibility, customization,
Right.
but is there something more?
Well, the article calls Flux Point 1 a creativity multiplier.
Creativity multiplier.
It's not about replacing human creativity. It's about amplifying it.
I love that.
It gives designers superpowers.
Superpowers. I like it.
So how does that work in the real world?
So instead of replacing designers, it actually gives them superpowers.
Well, imagine you're a photographer. You could use Flux Point 1 to create like complex composites or manipulate lighting in ways that were impossible before or just took forever.
That's a great point.
Or let's say you're a small business owner.
Okay.
You don't have the budget for a professional designer.
Yeah, that's a common problem.
With FluxStart 1, you can still make stunning visuals.
For your website, marketing.
Exactly. It levels the playing field.
It does. Gives everyone access to those pro-level tools.
That's awesome.
It really is.
So cool. I'm excited to see where this goes. And it doesn't have to be just static images either.
Oh.
The article mentions
Yeah.
potential for animation and video creation.
Oh, really?
It's not hard to imagine, right?
So Flux Point 1 could be making
As AI gets better.
not just pictures,
Yeah.
full-blown animations, even realistic videos.
With just a few clicks, potentially.
So you wouldn't need
Think about
a
it.
whole team of animators
Right.
or filmmakers.
You could do it all with Flux Point 1,
That would be a game changer.
especially for independent filmmakers.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to try animation.
Without the technical stuff.
Exactly. It's lowering that barrier.
It is.
Empowering more people to tell their stories visually.
It's amazing. Okay, so we've talked about the potential,
Yeah.
especially for creating realistic images.
Right.
But with any new tech, there are always questions
Always.
about its impact, you know?
Absolutely.
What about the human element?
That's a big one.
Will AI replace artists and designers completely?
People worry about that a lot.
That's understandable, right?
If anyone can create professional visuals with AI, what happens to the people who've been doing this for years?
Exactly.
That's where collaboration comes in.
Okay.
I see Flux Point 1 as a tool to enhance human creativity,
Not replace it.
right?
So instead of fearing AI, artists and designers could embrace it.
As a partner,
A partner, yeah.
think about it this way.
Okay.
Flux Point 1 can handle the technical stuff.
The time-consuming things.
Exactly. Generating textures, fine-tuning lighting.
That can take forever.
It can.
So this frees up artists,
To focus on what matters.
the big picture stuff,
Yeah. Concept development, composition.
adding their own style, emotions.
That's the human touch.
Right.
AI can't replicate that.
It's like giving artists a super efficient assistant.
I like that analogy.
Right. Taking care of all the groundwork
All the tedious stuff.
so they can focus on the creative parts.
The parts that need human ingenuity.
For sure.
And for someone who wants to create realistic images,
Yeah.
think about it.
Oh, right.
Generate a realistic base image with Flux Point 1
Quickly.
super fast.
Then you use your skills
Your artistic skills.
to add the finishing touches.
Make it personal.
Truly your own.
Exactly. That's where the real magic happens.
So it's not AI versus humans.
Nope.
It's about AI working alongside humans
To achieve more.
to reach new heights.
Oh, sure.
And let's not forget accessibility.
Right.
Flux Point 1 could empower people who might not have traditional art skills
Yeah, or access to expensive software.
to express themselves visually.
Exactly.
That's huge.
It's opening up the world of visual creation.
It's like when personal computers first came out.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, everyone could write and publish their own ideas.
It's a similar kind of revolution.
Totally. Who knows what amazing visual stories
We haven't even imagined yet.
will come from this new wave of creators.
It's an exciting time
It really is.
for visual arts.
Okay, we've talked about the benefits,
A lot of potential.
how Flux Point 1 can empower people.
Professionals and beginners.
We got to be realistic, though.
Right.
There are potential downsides, too.
Of course.
One concern I see a lot.
With AI image generation.
Yeah.
What is it?
Originality.
Ah, yeah, that's a big one.
If everyone's using the same AI platform.
Will everything start to look the same?
Exactly. Will we see, like, a homogenization of style?
A visual monoculture.
Yeah.
It's a risk,
It is.
but I think it depends on how we use the tool.
Okay.
Flux.1 is just that.
A tool.
A tool.
Right.
It's the human who guides the creative process.
Makes the decision.
That shape the final image.
So it's about using Flux.1 as a starting point,
A foundation.
then building on it with your own vision.
Your artistic choices.
That's key.
And especially for realistic imagery,
Yeah.
it's tempting to just let the AI do everything.
Make a perfect image.
But the real
Is
magic
when you add your personal touch.
to that AI output,
It's about augmenting your creativity.
not letting AI dictate it,
It's that balance.
between tech and the human element.
Absolutely.
That leads to another important point,
Which is,
responsibility.
okay, yeah.
Powerful tool, always potential for misuse.
Like with beep fakes.
Oh, where?
AI creating those realistic but fake videos.
Used for bad stuff.
Could something similar happen with AI image generation?
It's a valid concern
We have to be aware of it.
that people could use this tech to create misleading images.
Even harmful images.
It could happen.
So how do we prevent that?
That's the question.
Is it regulation?
Maybe.
Ethical guidelines.
Probably a combination.
We need to be careful.
Regulating without stifling innovation.
Right.
But we also need to foster responsibility,
Among users.
encourage ethical use.
That's everyone's responsibility.
Developers, policymakers, users.
Developers need safeguards.
Policymakers need regulation
Users need to be mindful.
of the ethical implications.
It's complex,
It is.
but we can figure it out.
Working together.
Make sure AI image generation is used for good,
Harness the potential
empower creativity and expression.
while minimizing the risks.
Okay, so we've explored the possibilities,
The good and the bad.
the challenges of Flux.1,
The potential is huge.
especially for realistic images,
It could revolutionize how we create.
and consume visual content.
But we have to use it wisely.
So where do we go from here?
That's the big question.
What's next for Flux.1?
What about AI image generation as a whole?
What does the future hold?
That's what we'll talk about in the final part of our deep dive.
We'll look at the emerging trends
Discuss what we can expect to see.
in the coming years. All right, we're back.
Back for the final part of our deep dive into Flux.1.
It's been a wild ride so far,
Exploring all the ins and outs.
especially its potential for those, like, super realistic images.
And in this last part, we're going to
Yes.
look ahead.
To the future. I'm ready.
What's next for Flux.1?
And for AI-powered image generation as a whole.
Big questions.
Hit me with those future trends.
Okay, one of the most exciting areas is personalization.
Personalization, okay.
Imagine a world where visuals are tailored to you.
Like online, in ads, even entertainment.
Exactly. Based on your tastes and preferences.
So instead of seeing generic stuff, it's all customized to my style.
It's like having a personal AI art director.
Whoa! Curating my whole visual experience.
That's a great way to put it.
Think about it. Personalized ads that I actually like.
Educational materials that adapt to how you learn.
Virtual worlds that reflect my own visual style.
And for our listener who's into creating realistic images,
Yeah, what would that look like?
imagine making photorealistic images of products,
Okay.
but tailored to each customer.
Wow.
Or virtual tours of properties
Yeah.
customized to the buyer's taste.
That's wild. So we're taking those imagined scenarios and, like, amplifying them.
To a whole new level.
This is seriously making me rethink.
The future of visual communication.
It is. What else is coming down the pipeline?
Well, AI image generation merging with other technologies.
Like what?
Imagine combining Flux.1 with augmented reality.
Ooh, AR.
Create realistic 3D models
Oh,
that appear right in your living room.
no way. Like, I could experience them as if they were real.
It would bridge the gap between digital and physical.
Creating these immersive experiences.
Yeah.
And for someone who wants to make photorealistic images,
Right.
that's huge. So many new ways to show their work.
Imagine photographers presenting images in 3D environments, or architects using virtual tours.
To show clients their designs. Okay, personalized visuals. AR integration.
It's a lot.
What else is brewing with Flux.1?
Well, remember how the article mentioned animation and video?
Yeah.
As AI gets even better,
Uh-huh.
It's not hard to imagine Flux.1 making
just pictures.
animations, maybe even realistic video footage.
So no more need for huge teams.
Animators and filmmakers.
You could just do it all with Flux.1.
Potentially.
That would be revolutionary.
Especially for independent creators.
Anyone who wants to try animation.
It's all about accessibility.
Democratizing visual storytelling.
I like that.
That sounds like Flux.1.
And AI image generation.
And have a massive impact
on pretty much any industry that uses visuals.
It's exciting, but we have to be real.
Right.
There are potential downsides.
We talked about ethics.
Are there any other challenges you see?
Well, one that comes to mind is job displacement.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
As AI gets more advanced,
does more of the work.
What happens to the jobs in creative fields?
Technology versus jobs. Classic problem.
It is.
So will AI replace human creativity completely?
Or can we work with it?
Adapt and collaborate.
Exactly. Instead of seeing AI as the enemy,
we need to embrace it.
As a tool.
To make us better. Focus on what makes us human.
The uniquely human parts of creativity.
Finding that balance.
Where AI helps us.
Instead of replacing us.
For example, think about photographers.
Okay.
AI could help them capture impossible shots.
Or enhance their work.
In new ways.
Is a shift in mindset.
From competition to collaboration.
That's a great point.
And for anyone excited about realistic image generation,
it's not about letting the AI do everything.
It's about using it as a partner.
A collaborator.
To help you bring your vision to life.
In ways you never thought possible.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Flux.1,
yeah,
it feels like we're at the beginning of something huge.
A new era of visual communication.
It's exciting, a little scary maybe.
And definitely raises questions about the future of creativity.
What's the biggest takeaway for our listener?
Embrace the potential of AI. Explore it.
But do it thoughtfully.
Responsibly.
The future of this tech isn't set in stone.
It's being shaped by what we do today.
So to our listener, dive into Flux.1.
Experiment. See what you can create.
You're not just watching this happen.
You're a part of it.
Your creativity, combined with AI, could shape the future.
Of visual communication.
In ways we can only imagine right now.
So stay curious, stay creative.
Stay engaged in the conversation.
About the future of AI.
This is just the start.
Of something incredible.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep exploring.